Hello again, because camera did things in regards to memory card. I love it when it does that. I fucking hate when it does that. Please help. I don't know what's wrong with it, but sometimes it just decides not to reel the memory card, and it does it an annoyingly large amount of the time. But I say again the first time because, yeah, I already have done a video today at half five in the morning, which gives you an idea of what time I woke up. Because I didn't really go back to sleep then, because it's a Saturday, so I had to get up sooner rather than later anyway. So I ended up just basically lying back down and sort of chilling out, trying to chill out and wake up a bit better after the video went up. So yeah, I'm a little tired. I've had a few naps today, which ties into one of our days. It's National Relaxation Day, and so yeah, I've been relatively chill other than, you know, the usual going shopping in the morning, and it's still relatively chill. But we went for a meal with some family for a anniversary, as some of the family was celebrating. But yeah, other than that, been playing around with the computer, watching some stuff. I've, again, like I said, took a few naps and lied down and just shielded myself from everything for a little while because my head started to hurt. But my head's starting to hurt a little more now as well, so that's fun. And again, I don't tend to hang around too late tonight, I don't think. But yeah, I think relaxation is important. Relaxation is really important. You should take the time to treat yourself right. Like, if you're worrying and stressing, try and find stuff that can help you relax. I mean, I don't know, it's not for everyone, and I know that, but I recommend trying ASMR. Try a few different things as well. The thing with ASMR is there is so many different things that not everything works for everyone. I hate the tapping thing. That gets on my nerves. Just on everything, right? That gets on my nerves. It's okay in small amounts, but when it, like, I would never watch a whole video that's just tapping, because it gets on my nerves. But, you know, things like the hand movements, right? Like, this is really good for me. The torch over camera, that's really good for me. So I've got some visual triggers there, and then there are audio triggers that work quite nicely for me. Like, there are things I like and there are things I don't like, and that's generally going to be the case for most people. So do have a play around. I would also recommend trying hypnosis. There's a lot of variations in hypnosis, and I do recommend looking around and finding the right thing for you if you're going to try it, and try and start with something basic. Just a simple induction that's not too complicated would be a good place to start. But yeah, that's another way of chilling, or just something as simple as stopping and taking a deep breath, right? Like, you're stressing out, you know, you got a lot on your plate. Just stop for a moment, find a relatively comfortable position. You probably want to sit up relatively straight, and just, right, like a 3 or 5 second in, 3 or 5 second hold, and 3 or 5 second out. And you want to do in through nose, out through mouth generally. Like, it's not super necessary, but like, that's fine, but it's generally better flow that way. I don't know. It's a thing that I've heard. I don't know the specifics of everything I hear, but I can't say I don't not see results from it. So yeah, 3 in, 3 hold, 3 out is simple enough, and it's not accurate seconds. It's just a vague count that you obviously can do in your head. And yeah, that is the bare minimum you should be doing for yourself, is just giving yourself that break, that time, that, you know, the ability to just slow down for a second, take a few deep breaths, and reset. Treat yourself right is the point. Sometimes you gotta worry about other people, but most of the time you gotta worry about yourself. Our other day is National Code Talkers Day, something Native Americans, something World War II, something I could not give a shit. Don't give a shit. I don't care. Generally don't care about most things to do with war or history. And it's partially because it's history, it's happened, it's done. And there are things we can learn from the past, but it's done, it's done, it's done, it's done. We don't need to keep dwelling on it. We can move on. And move on we shall to National Leathercrafts Day. That's an odd one, because it's not something just everyone can kind of casually do. I don't feel like everyone casually has the, like, you see kits for stuff like this. I don't think I've ever seen a leather crafting kit. And that's fine. I think that's fine. Leather is, like, even faux leather is, it's kind of a pain in the ass to work with. It's nice, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to work with. I love paper crafts. I spent for ages like printing out and just doing paper crafts. I don't know what happened to most of them. I think there's a Sonic one over there somewhere. I think there's a couple of tiki totems downstairs. But yeah, I might have to print off some of those again at some point. Maybe more just for getting my little cousin to try them out, because they're very fun. Like they're relatively simple and quite fun. Just little like craft things, and they are great. I have a bunch of the wooden, like, I think most of the ones I've got are dinosaurs. I've got a bunch of those that I haven't done over there because I love those things. The problem is I don't have anywhere to put them after I've made them. Like there are two downstairs. There's a Eastern Style Dragon and the T-Rex, I think, was the ones we actually did. But I've got like 2 or 3 other dinosaurs, I think, that at some point I think I'll do, but I need space if I'm going to do that, because once they're up, it's kind of best to keep them up than try and, you know, take them apart and put them back together again, because those things are, they're a lot of work, but crafts like that are quite enjoyable, if you ask me. And next, National Lemon Meringue Pie Day. I don't know how I feel about lemon meringue pie. I think I'd rather have the individual parts, honestly. Like, I'd rather you give me a lemon tart and some meringue, and I can eat things like in tandem, but not as a whole. Mostly because I think you get a better meringue out of that, right? Like the lemon tart part's gonna be more or less the same, but I think you get a better meringue having the meringue separate. But I'll take a lemon meringue pie. Won't be my first choice. Like, depends what the other options are, but I'll take a lemon meringue pie. Like, yeah, I will take a lemon meringue pie. It's not the best, but no way a bad dessert. And finally, with hopes that I don't have to do this again, for the 3rd Saturday in August. God, it's already the 3rd Saturday in August. Time is moving too fast, and it is all blending into one, which is probably one of the many reasons why I ended up missing yesterday. But, yes. It is World Honeybee Day. And if it wasn't for the fact that I can't be arsed and anxiety's flaring up a little bit, I was thinking about going into the Steam Powered Giraffe song, Honeybee, which is a very good first choice if you're looking for Steam Powered Giraffe songs. That, I think, functionally is good, mostly because of message. There's a newer one, it's Something Stars, that was very good. There's a lot, they've got a lot of songs, and there's a lot of them that I very much enjoy for all sorts of reasons. So if you want to have something a bit weird, something a bit quirky, but generally pretty good music, go check out Steam Powered Giraffe. It'd be an odd tangent off of this, but I recommend you go do it. Anyway, that is me. Those are the days for today. I am actually going to do the outro on this one because this is a proper one. Please join the flock and subscribe. Go catch up with the playlist all the way up until yesterday was successful daily videos. Yesterday was the first blunder of the whole year. And if it's the only blunder of the whole year, I will be very proud of myself, because I'm honestly surprised I made it over 200 days, never alone 225 days, without making a mistake. But yeah, I'm still opening to suggestions on consequences for making said mistake. I will scale to the fact that I did pretty well, considering, but yeah, I feel like maybe there should be a consequence, so I'm kind of open to suggestion on what that should be. If you have a suggestion, do leave it in the comments. please share some of these videos that are in said playlist, because I don't get promotion much really from YouTube, I don't think. Doesn't seem that way anyway. And yeah, the constant reminders of embrace chaos, like the whole lot of ways of loving yourself, and I recommend you go and try as many of them as possible. Take that as you will. It can be the dirty way, or it can be the serious way, as I was mentioning, as I was talking about the national relaxation thing earlier, and treating yourself is why I mention it. But you can take it the dirty way if you want. I will also encourage that as well. And the other reminder that we are here to change the world. I'm here to make this world a better place, and that is not something that is not possible by a single person, but it's very much possible with an army. So that's what we're here for. We're here to grow an audience, so we have people, so we can make this world better. And that is the main goal, I think. There are a whole bunch of other goals, but that's a big one. It's a big desire, is to make things better. Anyway, that's me. I will see you tomorrow. It's the first video I haven't literally phoned in like 3 or 4 days. So that's something, isn't it? Bye.